afternoon, peeps. I should really say afternoon to the TikTokers because there's a frenzy going on. Now, I asked, is it flat or is it round? And all hell broke loose. Why can't people be this interested in the speed of light? I was only saying that the reason there is a round and a flat theory is because of division. It can only be one. That was my point. I wasn't saying it's round or it's flat. I'm staying out of that one. I used to think it was round. I've always thought it was round. It made sense. But over the last few years, with all I've heard, it's got me asking questions. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not in it for a battle over it flat or round. The battle I want is the speed of light. And some of you have clicked onto that. And some of you are saying, no, there is a delay. And I'm telling you, there is no delay. During a solar eclipse, there is no delay. I wasn't going to do another eclipse, but because of the amount of kerfuffle in the TikTok camp, we'll do it again. A solar eclipse, right? We have the sun. We have the moon. Obviously nothing is to scale here. And we have Earth. Now, people find themselves on this, in the sweet spot, right? The moon blocks the sun, and that is key. The moon is blocking the sun, not photons that have left the sun 8 minutes and 20 seconds earlier. When people look up at the moon, what is it that is behind the moon? It's the sun. People can see the sun's corona. So we have the sun's corona, all nice and red or whatever. And the people in that sweet spot here, where they're in that perfect moment for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, when they're looking at the moon, they can see the sun's corona around the moon. People, you are not seeing photons that have traveled for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Because if you were seeing photons that had traveled for 8 minutes and 20 seconds, the sun would not be where it is. It would be 2.08 degrees away from where it is in the sky. What you are seeing, you've got 4 things lined up. The sweet spot on planet Earth, the moon's shadow, the moon, and the sun in one straight, perfect, laser-like, precise line. There is nowhere to go with this. It has to be absolute light. It's there in front of people. You are standing. You see the moon come across and block the sun. That's when you get the shadow. The moon doesn't come across and block photons that have been traveling for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. That's impossible because we can see the sun. Why is the sun directly behind the moon if it launched photons 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago? How are we seeing the sun and the photons hitting the moon? Why are the two things together? 8 minutes and 20 seconds in between the two. There is no such thing as a photon. The sun radiates absolute light. A solar eclipse simply cannot play out the way it does with finite light. There is no delay. It's staring people in the face, okay? I do not know where people are getting the delay from. It's about common sense. Common sense. Not science. It's about a light source being in the sky, the sun, and the moon comes across in real time and blocks the sun's absolute light. The end. Where is the delay? Where is the delay? How can we be seeing photons that left the sun 8 minutes and 20 seconds earlier, if that is what's casting the shadow, and seeing the light source, the sun, that radiated those photons 8 minutes and 20 seconds earlier as well, in the same picture? The sun, if it was finite light, would radiate those photons. They take 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach planet Earth. In that time, in that 8 minutes and 20 seconds, planet Earth is still turning anti-clockwise on its axis. And it turns 2.08 degrees in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. So bang, right in that moment when the photons hit planet Earth, why on earth is the sun directly behind the photons that it launched? You cannot be seeing the sun behind the moon if it is finite light. Do they not say to you, if the sun went out, we wouldn't know for 8 minutes and 20 seconds? That is what the science says. So if that is the case, what would happen if the sun went out, that perfect moment of the sweet spot on planet Earth? Solar eclipse, you're right in that perfect shadow, and the sun decides to turn off. What would happen? You'd see it go out because it's right behind the moon. There's no delay. It's basic common sense. And the common sense came way before the horseradish science. That is a fact. So that is for the TikTokers mainly, and anybody else. I've already posted something on Rumble last night that I haven't posted anywhere else. So I just want to say, Rumble, for me, it would be a lot easier. So it's Rumble, Rumble, what am I doing? Capital. I should be doing capitals, right? Rumble.com, and it is Indigo, capital C1. Join me there. Make my life so much easier because I don't have to keep splitting everything up. You want the truth, objective truth. I'll give it to you because I do not lie and I have a logical mind and I'm backing myself. Somebody has to. There is no delay and it's more than obvious during a solar eclipse, all right? All right, I will be back. That was just a spontaneous thing because of all the comments I'm answering. Just come up to 8 minutes. That's good. All right, laters.